Hello, all you benevolent, beautiful beings of love and light. We're here today to do some more healing, and we're going to work today on working on self-love, self-value, self-worth, since that is such a huge issue on Earth right now. And since we know that that is one of the core issues that we all need to address, heal, and resolve in our journey on planet Earth, we all have those issues that we are resolving, right? And those are one of the core fundamental things that every human needs to. And we also know that as we address and heal and resolve those things within ourselves, clearly we are affecting the collective. The collective is receiving the benefits. There is clearly a ripple effect. If you're aware of this, it's affecting the collective. They are starting to come into more recognition about this topic area and all the other kinds of topic areas that we've been working on. We always work with the divine, with the non-physical, to bring into the physical that which we desire and that which we choose and that which we intend. And we also work with healing and resolving whatever issues we may have that may be out of alignment with our own divinity, right? So this is one of those core issues that we're going to work on today. Before we get started, I would love to remind you to put into the comments below whatever healing you want in the future, so that I can take that and bring it into future videos and do healing for you guys, because that's my intention and desire for the channel, to continue to do healing on these kinds of topics that we all have to address, heal, and resolve, so that we can live the life we came here to live, so that we can have and be and do and experience what we truly are here for, what we're meant to have, be, do, and experience, so we can live really our greatest lives and in accordance with our soul's agenda, what our soul is truly dreaming of for us, in us, and through us, and that whatever it is we're meant to birth and bring forward and into the physical world. And so that's really what I'm focused on. I'm living proof of this. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Spagna, and I've been devoted to this healing work for well over 20 years, and way more than that now. And my own journey is just magnificent evidence of how real and effective this is. I'm living proof of this. I've been doing this for so long. I'm 100% certain of how effective this work is, and how many challenges and obstacles I've had to overcome in my own inner life, that I have put this work, to test. I've applied this in my own life and seen the evidence, but also in the lives of my students, my colleagues, my friends, my clients, and even my family. They come to me for this stuff, and I work on it for them, with them. All my colleagues who come to me, whether it's with their animals or their own issues, and whether I'm giving them coaching or guidance or healing, whatever it is, they're having the benefits too. And so, not only my clients, my colleagues, my students who come to my retreats and my workshops, they're just having such amazing results with this kind of clearing and healing, and it really does transform our lives. And it doesn't have to take a long time, and it doesn't require 20 years of therapy. I went through that. I went through the 20 years of therapy. That was part of my journey when I was back in corporate America. For 20 years, I went to therapy. I'm not dissing therapy. It helped me while I was in that 3D world. But I spent 20 years in therapy trying to quit smoking, trying to heal my thyroid, where they were pumping me up with pharmaceutical drugs, trying to drop weight, drop pounds, trying to find a job that I loved, a career that I loved, trying to get along with my family, my colleagues, my coworkers, trying so desperately to just be happy, trying to overcome depression, trying just to survive in this physical world where I was so miserable, developing all kinds of challenges and problems, and smoking and drinking, and they were pumping me up with those pharmaceutical drugs. 20 years of weekly therapy, 20 years of 12-step groups. I did that until finally my brother died of a drug overdose. And that was my big wake-up call. And that's when I got aligned with my true divine mission and purpose, started getting into the healing arts. And within 2 years, all those things were gone. Less than 2 years, the smoking, the pharmaceutical drugs, the alcohol that I was drinking for 20 years, the smoking that I couldn't quit for 20 years, the 60 pounds of body weight that I put on during those 20 years after college, all of it went away. It was all gone within less than 2 years of getting in alignment with my path and starting this journey. This is why I know this stuff works. It's real. It's so effective. And I live without all those things. I don't need them. I don't want them. I don't desire them. I don't choose them. They're just not part of my life anymore. And that's just one huge set of examples. I mean, I had 6 figures in credit card debt at one point, and that all went away too. Just as soon as I really started doing this work. And this is how I know with 100% certainty that it's so, so, so effective. And it will not only heal and resolve your inner issues, your emotional issues, your mental issues, your sense of self-worth and value, but it will have a domino effect in your world. It'll ripple out to the world around you. This is how real change happens. And ultimately, it will allow you to really become the person you're meant to become the person you came here to be, and to bring forward what you're meant to bring forward into the world, whatever that is. Maybe it's that you're just the best mom or dad that you could ever be. Maybe it's that you're the best farmer. Maybe you change your practices in the world of how you've done agriculture. Who knows? Whatever it is that's right for you, what you're meant to bring forward into this world. Maybe it's just living the life you came here to live, enjoying life, finally being in love with yourself and your life. Maybe that's what it is. But whatever it is that's unique and appropriate for you, this healing works. It's so effective, so profoundly effective. You will be amazed. And it works really quick, really easy, and really gracefully. It's not a pill. It's not take a pill and call me in the morning and everything will be magically fixed. But it is a graceful, enjoyable, healing journey and healing process that starts to activate and awaken within you what's meant to come through and resolve whatever's blocking or interfering. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing. And I love it. It's my mission and purpose. And that's what we're going to do today on the topic of self-worth and self-value and self-love and lovability. So yeah, so with that, we're going to get started, but make sure you do put your comments in the section below and make requests of what you want healing on, what you're working on, especially as it relates to lovability and self-worth and self-value and any other topics you're working on, so that we can do healing videos on that in the future, because that's definitely what I want to use the channel for. And I do want to bring more of that forward for you, because if you're like me, you've been on this journey, you're working on it, you've been relentless in your quest as a spiritual seeker and in your quest to align with the divine. Well, this is what it's about. And I love doing this work. It's what I'm here for. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And of course, if you want more of where this comes from, especially after you sample this healing, you can head over to lorispagna.com and you can see all about all the healing we do there, all the work we do there inside of the sacred mentorship, where we're doing healing and channeling and readings and clearings, and where I'm supporting the community in awakening and developing your divine gifts and in really becoming the person you're meant to be. And also for those of you who are animal lovers, there's a sacred mentorship there that I do once a year for the spiritually minded animal lovers. Okay. With that, let's get started. Yeah, it's all at lorispagna.com, plus tons of great free gifts. I'll put some of the links in the area below. Okay, so let's get started. This is going to be quick and pretty easy, pretty fast, right? Because that's how the divine works, pretty instantaneously. Get yourself into a state of relaxation. This always works best when you're actively participating. If you're new to the healing journey, it's always best to be fully participating. You may have to listen to it multiple times for the energy to really, really anchor into your form, your physicality, and your field. But trust me, even if you have to do it a few times, it's so much faster. Again, they're really, and so much more enjoyable and graceful. So just fully participate. If you're walking around the house, it still works. If you're multitasking, it still works, just not as effectively and not as fully, wholly, and completely. So get yourself still for a few moments. We're going to get ourselves into a state of homeostasis. So simple. Long, slow, deep, relaxing breaths. It's not even a deep meditation. That's not even required. All we need to do is get ourselves into a state of receivership. So start breathing in. Long, slow, deep, and relaxing. And feeling the breath. Let your eyes close. My eyes will be closed. Really feeling yourself breathing and moving that energy through you with your breath, and letting yourself begin to go into homeostasis through the breath. You notice this because the body starts to relax. If your body's not yet relaxing, then just take longer, slower, deeper, relaxing breaths. Really fill up your whole core pillar with the breath, which means you're taking in as much breath as you possibly can, as full as you can before you exhale. And you start to recognize that all your mind's awareness is probably up here in the brain where you're listening. That's okay. But as you take your next deep, relaxing breath, just drop it all the way down, all that awareness, as if you're just moving through your whole body from brain to throat to neck area, heart area, belly center, just being aware as you're breathing down to reproductive center, tailbone, buttocks, then just down the legs, still breathing your own pace, and below the feet, and just like as if you're just dropping down all the way into Earth, Gaia Sophia. That's her name, Gaia Sophia. Many people don't know that, or most of you in my community do. And just let all that breath drop down into Gaia, and take your next breath whenever it's comfortable for you. And this time your mind's awareness is here again, but this time drop it down as if you're going into your heart, all the way down into your heart space. Just like all your energy and awareness going down, and then start breathing as if you're breathing right through your heart, through your own heart center. Breathing as much as you can, as big and deep as you can through that sacred heart center. And let's have divine source, creator God, one true God of light of creation. If you don't like those words, fill in whatever words you like. Infinite omnipresent source, mother, father, whatever words you like to identify that clearest, purest, infinite, omnipresent source, the divinity, infinite love, infinite consciousness, right? Infinite presence. Let's ask it now to bring to you, to give to you, if you are consenting and allowing, its energy, frequency, and vibration of self-love, of self-worth, and of lovability, and to awaken that from within you. That you know and experience yourself as lovable and worthy and deserving, and that you have source, creator God's truth, creator God's perspective, understanding, definition, point of view, and truth of your own self-worth, your own lovability, your own deservability, and that your truth and your perspective and your understanding and your definition, your point of view are aligned with the divine, the source of these truths, these point of view. You're in alignment with the divine. Breathe, receive, consent, and allow if you choose. You allow this source now to infuse in and through you and every cell of your body and being. With your breath, allow all of this self-worth, this self-deservability, this self-value to move in and through you, to activate, to energize, to amplify in and through you, all of your cells and protons, neutrons, electrons, particles, and atoms. You're just breathing, accepting, and allowing. And to permeate through your entirety and your entire morphogenetic field, the field of energy that you are, so that you can live your daily life. And you do live your daily life with this self-worth, this self-value, this lovability, that it is safe for you. You are safe to know, to experience yourself as lovable, as worthy, as deserving. You're capable of this too. It's available to you now. And you remember, because it's been within you all along, breathe this in, accept it, receive it, and allow it if you choose. We're just letting the divine give to us these gifts, all the gifts of consciousness that you're meant to receive now as it relates to self-worth, self-deservability, and lovability, and your own self-value. Just breathing, accepting, and allowing. And experiencing yourself in your everyday affairs as worthy, deserving, and lovable. That you know you are lovable. You are capable of being lovable, experiencing yourself as lovable. You're capable and worthy of being worthy and experiencing yourself as worthy. You're capable and worthy and deserving of being deserving and of experiencing yourself as deserving and living your daily life with these things. And if this has ever been any discongruency of this, like discordant energies, that this is all cleared, healed, and resolved by the divine as well. For you, for your life, for your living, for your body and being. And we'll do it through your genetics, if you're willing. You consent to that as well, through all your ancestral lineage, if you're willing, that they reap and receive the gifts and the benefits of this as well, as is uniquely appropriate for them, and in accordance with God, Source Creator's will for them, and their roles in God, Source Creator's plan for light of creation. If you're willing now, breathe, receive, consent, allow, if you choose it. Just breathe and notice. That's all you need to do. Under the law of one, we can. We do. Breathe. Accept, receive, and allow on all levels and layers, genetic levels and layers, ancestral, and throughout all your history, this lifetime and other lifetimes. We're just bringing this into resolving it now. Just resolving these issues, giving you all the gifts you're meant to receive on this topic area, with and from source consciousness, source truth, source perspective, understanding, and definition. So that you have these gifts and any and all lessons learned, claimed, done, and complete now, because these gifts are yours. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are lovable. And this is because you exist. Because you exist, because you were created by this loving creator who knows this is true about you already. Breathe it, receive it, consent, and allow if you choose. Because you exist. Now, if you'd like to invite in your animal companions to receive this too, please do so now. Only yours, not someone else's. If you're the guardian of them, that's fine. You just think of them. That's it. Just for a moment, then drop back down into your heart center. With your willingness, let them receive it too. You're their guardian. Nice. Through the whole field for them. And for your children, only your children, not someone else's, please. The law won't allow it, so it wouldn't even work. Just your children. They must be under the age of 18. So 17 and under, please, only. Just bring them to mind and consent as their legal guardian or parent, not the grandparent. Sorry, that won't work. Not the auntie or the uncle. No, just your children, no one else's. Under the age of 18, 17 and under. For them, as is uniquely appropriate for them, for their bodies, for their beings. Zero harm to anyone here, only as in accordance with God's will for them and their role in God's Source Creator's plan for light of creation. Now, please, thank you, if you so choose. full integration for all beings involved, all beings concerned, all beings consenting. There it goes. Nice. Good. Your way is the right way to receive. Now we're ready and done. Take another breath. Come back into the space. It's that simple. It's all energy. You didn't leave your body. You didn't go anywhere, but you'll probably feel a little bit lighter, and that's always good. So thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much. I bless you and honor you and love you as a fellow being, seeker of the light, a seeker of truth, a seeker of divine alignment. Thank you so much for sharing and contributing. Please be sure to put your comments in the section below so that I can do future healing on topics that are most important for you. And check the channel out for other healing as well, because there's lots of healing where this came from, and even more over at lorispagna.com as well, if you want to check out the website to join the sacred membership, the sacred mentorship, any of the DNA activations, whatever feels good and right and divinely aligned for you. Okay, until next time, I'm sending you so much love and wishing you your most benevolent best. Farewell for now.